Hello, beautiful. I am back. I'm looking for my females who are on a twin flame journey. If you have committed or you know that you are on a twin flame journey, or if you've met your twin flame, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios, my water signs, come on up, calling on you. I have a message for you. And so it is 411, 411. It's what's the information. I'm just gonna give it a seconds few seconds here because a minute feels like eternity, but just giving you an opportunity to chime in, calling on all my twin flame soulmates who resonate with being a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This message is for you. And so I'm getting that I pulled up some cards before I got started here. And I'm feeling that you feel like you're on a passage, like you're on this journey alone, like if you're in this world and this life alone. I feel that you are in a healing, you're in the moment of healing. Again, you are alone, like you maybe there you not maybe it's you have a twin, you have somebody that you love, you resonate with being your twin flame, but you've been hurt. There's been somebody that's been come in between you guys, and so there's some pain, there's some deep sorrow, pain, where it's left you to like question life, like even God. Like, I'm sorry to say that, but you're almost like, if there's a God, why me? Why is this happening? Why? I'm so loving, I'm so giving, and I'm so trusting, yet I've been stabbed in the heart. There's somebody who's come between me and my twin flame. And so there's a lot of emotion, a lot of pain going on here. So if this resonates with you, give me a heart in the comments. Calling all twin flames, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hello, my name is Veronica, and I am your twin flame emotional wellness coach. And I am going to help you process, first give you a message from spirit, give you some key words here that will confirm that this is your story, that this is resonating for you, and that this is a message for you. And so, and then I want to give you some like words of advice as a twin flame myself, Cancer, Pisces, strong Cancer, Pisces in my natal chart. And so you are very intuitive, very emotional, very hurt. I'm saying again, a lot of hurt, pain, a lot of confusion, a lot of it's a time of seeking answers. Um, and my card's pretty. It's been a while since I've been able to do a reading here, and I just got these. Well, I didn't just get them, but as soon as I got them, I've been on the road. I live in Florida, and I've been having to travel, and due to the hurricanes, running, and so I finally have had time to like sit down and be able to like meditate and think and be able to give out a message here. So I'm actually very excited about these cards. They're so beautiful. But I am seeing, as beautiful as these cards, I am seeing you as this very beautiful, independent, very golden, very intuitive woman. um you may be working from home, or we're just working on your self-care. Again, this is a time of self-healing. a self-healing moment for you. So you may be separated from your twin flame. You may have blocked him, because there's been some heartache. Again, there's been some heartache, and you're just not feeling very confident about this. And so this is a message for you to trust your instinct, trust that gut feeling, that little birdie. This is a message that you needed to confirm. Yes, the partner that you're thinking about, that is your twin flame. And as much as there's lots of love and beauty and chemistry with this person, there's also a discord, detachment. And this detachment has caused either you or the person to be blocked. You may have blocked your divine masculine, because you're just burdened. You feel burdened. You feel time. You just feel overwhelmed. And so you're taking, like, this is a way of you taking your power back and saying, no, um I'm not gonna let you I'm not gonna let you bring down my self-esteem. I'm gonna take my power back. I'm gonna show that I am courageous and beautiful, and sucker, you lost your queen. I am going to block you. You are blocked. And so this is the energy that's coming up of the storyline that I'm picking up. and and you are like almost like very much like emerging into your, like, this is a way of you taking your power back, because you've been hurt and it's just too much to understand. So the way you're overcoming this situation, the scenario, is by isolating yourself. You're in a healing phase. You are doing that by blocking people, blocking your divine masculine from you. Yet you're like, you're speaking, you're talking, like you're just starting to like communicate your needs, your wants, your desires. You may be even asking and questioning God. Is there, are you real? Is this true? Because you feel very beautiful, very emotional, very empathetic, yet just life doesn't seem fair to you. And so you kind of like blocked yourself and you're like, nope, I'm good, I don't need this. But if this is just like the resistance, that you are, I want to feel like you're portraying this. You are acting as if you are good because it's a form of protection, a form of protecting your heart, understanding. Um, you feel like the the carpet has been pulled from underneath you, and you're like, you feel maybe discombobulated, confused, unsure. But yet there is this powerful woman within you that's like standing up strong and saying, no, I got this, I don't need you, I need to focus on my money. Yeah, I need to focus on my money, and I'm okay, I'm satisfied, I don't need this. And that is great. You're taking your power back. Hello, beautiful viewer. So let me know if this is resonating with you. If you are resonate with being a twin flame, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, give me a heart in the chat. Let me know if this is you. This beautiful, strong, um, independent, self-made woman who is on her process of healing, of self-healing, of breaking generational curses, meaning breaking patterns that no longer serve your highest, your highest, your true desires, your subconscious desires. And so I feel like you are very much blocking your emotions because your heart has been has been you've been hurt, right? You've been triggered. And so there is some resistance, yet there is it's like a tug of war. You know that this is not over. This is not over. You know that this is toxic, yet you are still pursuing it, except for you're waiting for your secret admirer or your love to come to you. You're suppressing them, you're blocking them, you're loving the attention. You may be like working on yourself, your self-care, your physical health. You may be, I feel like you may not be eating as well as much as you normally do, or you're carrying more or taking care of more of how you're eating, and that is excellent. So this is all part of your healing process. And what is the message for you here, Spirit? What is the message for this beautiful lady? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is a very independent woman. She has a lot of options available, but the one option that she wants is just not available to her right now at the moment. And how do you stop chasing and get them to start chasing you? You know that you how you do you have a, I don't know if you experienced this, like with a puppy or a dog. If you're outside and you're like trying to chase them, trying to get them to come inside, and the more you chase them and the more you try to grab it, the more it runs away from you. It almost thinks like you're playing. It starts running and running. Well, I have a dog, right? And I used to do this all the time in my younger years. I'd like try to run and try to grab it, even with my now twin flame husband. In our younger days, when he was just my boyfriend, I was chasing him, trying to get his attention. And the more I chased, the more he ran. And the more I felt lonely, the more I felt neglected, abandoned, and blocked. And so then I would just like block myself, block him, and just get to work, make my money, and act like I am good. Yet deep down, I'm yearning for this love, this soulmate love. And even though I have, or you and you may have all these other options, yeah, they're options, but there's no chemistry like the one that you have with your divine masculine. And so again, this is all part of the healing process. If you are not aware, being a twin flame is not, oh, you meet your soulmate and happily ever after. You get married, you buy a house, you have a baby, and everything is all perfectly hunky-dory and with that perfect family picture on the wall. Wrong. You guys are called here for a higher purpose. You're called for to make drastic change in your community, so in your family and within yourself. And those drastic change are means that your habits are going to change. And maybe you don't even know like what that looks like, because you only know one way, the way that you've been taught and the way that you've been acting your whole life. And so for you, this may be reflecting the mirroring in your partner, where maybe what I see a lot in the twin flame journey is that one person will be very empathic, and the other one will be very narcissistic. And and so there's like, you feel very confused. Like, if there's the love is so strong, then why do we fight? Why do we have why is this all messed up? Why is this why is there this discord? And that's because in the subconscious there are a lot of fears. You are living based on fear, due to traumas, trials, and tribulations that you've gone through in your lifetime. And not just with you, even like your mother, your grandmother, your caretakers, your parents, the people who raised you, who taught you how to be, how to act, how to react. And those are the generational curses that we take on. And so today is a day that you have the opportunity to take a look within self and say, what part of me is broken? Why am I being triggered? Where are those triggers? And what I see here is that the triggers are that you've lost faith. You've almost lost faith in true love. You almost lost faith in God. You're almost like questioning God. Who's God? Why? Um, you've lost faith. And maybe you've lost faith within yourself. Lost faith in believing in love because you've been hurt. You've been broken. And so we have the heart chakra and your crown chakra that's needing a lot of healing at the moment. I feel like financially, there's the diamond doesn't like you. There's different options for you to make a living and to do all those steps that we're supposed to do in quote unquote do in society to be independent and happy. I feel like you're very beautiful. Um, you may even be like very creative. You may have a creative outlets that you enjoy spending time alone. Um, that the time alone gives you the opportunity to create, to do this. And so, yet there is some deep inner core wounds and fears of where like you don't feel confident enough, you don't feel ready in expressing that creative endeavor. Like there's maybe you have a lot of like you feel shame, you feel embarrassed because you just when you look at your creative work you're like, oh, this is nice, I got that. But and then when it comes to like um expressing it or like coming out in the open, you're like, wait, I know this is good, but I can't. Like you could sell other people's stuff, but you can't sell yourself right now. Like you feel like you're not ready, and this is part of the healing that you're going through right now. Your your solar plexus, your confidence, your stomach. You may have like digestive issues. That's why I'm getting the feeling like maybe you're not even eating as, or you maybe like on a strict diet, or you just don't have um you don't have an appetite. You don't have an appetite because you're just like you're just kind of you're done. You feel like you're done. You just want to block everything out of love in your you want to block love out of your life and just work. And you're trying to like get this confidence to advertise for yourself or like um show up, you know, the way you communicate, the way you, like you feel like maybe you um um like you have to like you're gonna be misunderstood. And so you're slowly um coming into your power as you take this time to heal your broken heart. So what is the message that I have for you? What is the message? So very much it's trusting your soul purpose, your desires, your dreams, your goals, trusting that there is a higher source, that there's a higher purpose to all of this, and leaving everything in the hands of God. So definitely it's getting back to spirituality, not religion, but tapping into the high and almighty, all surrounding, all encompassing God. God is bigger than any religion, any region, any pocket of beliefs, and understanding that you as a twin flame have incarnated here in this world, and you were brought with your twin, with your divine masculine, to be trigger you to awakening into your power. So it's believing and trusting in yourself that I identify as a twin flame. What does that mean? That doesn't mean you're gonna live happily ever after with your king. No, it means that your king is going to trigger you, and you're going to trigger your king to heal, not heal each other, but heal yourselves from the inside out. And so tapping into God, whoever your God is, tapping into God. Let's go through a set of words here, a set of emotions, and let's agree on this. Let's see if we agree. When you're talking about God and you're talking about the devil, light and dark. So the dark is confusion, discouraged, feeling helpless, feeling insignificant, feeling submissive. That was one thing where I was very confused, is that I thought being submissive, because my religion taught me that being submissive was a holy thing. And I thought that being submissive was a light, was and light energy. And actually being submissive is dark energy. It's being tied, it's being weak, feeling insecure, feeling foolish, anxious, even feeling embarrassed, jealousy. Jealousy is very strong here. And because maybe you don't want to feel jealousy, you block that person. I'm not gonna let them trigger me. I don't, I don't want to feel jealousy. But understand that jealousy stems from fear of abandonment. And that fear of abandonment may not even have to do with your divine masculine, but it has to do with prior events, either known or unknown in your subconscious, or even passed down from your mother, because your mother was abandoned or left by your, maybe your father, you were abandoned by your father or your mother, or your mother was abandoned by their father or mother. And then these blocks to we build this wall as a way to survive. But you don't need that anymore. You can let down that blocks, the wall down, and trusting in a higher spirit, trusting in God. So the energies of, let's go back over the energies. We're talking about God and the devil, light and dark. We want to flip all of the dark devil energy, which again is jealousy, hurt, feeling frustrated, angry, guilt, feeling stupid, feeling ashamed, feeling depressed, feeling miserable, inadequate, lonely, bored, sleepy, inferior, selfish, hostile, feeling rage, feeling furious and hateful and irritated and critical and skeptical. I feel like right now you're very much feeling in the energy of feeling skeptical. It's like you don't believe in love anymore. The only way that we can fix this and break free from these generational curses and these subconscious thoughts, emotions, feelings, that if we feel this way, this is how we are going to react in a way that's in our subconscious of fear, doubt, um skeptical. How do you fight that? You rebuke that with light, with love. You rebuke that by being joyful, by practicing being joyful no matter what the situation. It's like you go from being in a 3D version and taking a face value, and all of a sudden you uplift to a 5D and you're taking a bird's eye view. And you're gonna practice on being joyful. Like Shakespeare's what is that Shakespeare's quote is like, the world is, what is it called, like the world is a stage. You know, it's no longer you've taken it, you know, combating, being defensive. Just like now you're going to look at it at a bird's eye view. You're not going, you're blocking your emotions and you're saying, okay, what does this mean? As if you're looking at a movie, and you're going to practice being in alignment with love, with light, with God, trusting not in the 3D version, but trusting in God, trusting in a higher source. And so that's going to bring you in an energy that where you're very pensive. You're going to trust it by being giving yourself the time. This healing time is giving you time to create. Maybe it's time for you to get out your journal and just journal some of these thoughts, these feelings, these emotions, your triggers, and figure out where does this stem from. And practice meditation, breathing in, breathing out, to calm the mind, to calm the hormones in your body, so that you can calm your mind, so you're not in fight, flight, and freeze, so that you can get into your creative state and be able to create something regardless of how skeptical you may be feeling. And so you do this through forgiveness, by forgiving yourself for feeling foolish, for feeling being stupid, for falling for the trap, whatever it is that, you know, however you preface it in your head. But you're going to forgive yourself first and foremost. And then you're going to forgive the other person, because just like you are broken and come from a broken soul and a broken chain of a family of brokenness, that other person, no matter how confident, how strong, how handsome, how sexy they may look, and how loud and how they may portray themselves, they are broken. They are mirroring. You are mirroring just as. So be kind to your divine masculine, no matter what the situation, no matter if they cheated on you, no matter if they belittled you, no matter what triggered you to disconnect from this relationship. And so you're gonna do that. You're gonna heal your broken heart by practicing forgiveness and trusting in a higher spirit. You're gonna trust in God. You're gonna trust that this is all happening for a reason, to teach you a different way of being. You're going to do this by practicing gratitude. And every day and every moment and sometimes it comes down, depending on where you're at in your healing journey, it may be a constant minute by minute reminder of and listening to meditation music or frequency music, healing frequency music. You can find it on YouTube, where you're constantly practicing forgiveness, by practicing gratitude and self-nurturing yourself, eating healthy foods, not going to restaurants, packaged foods, sugars. You're going to be drinking water. You're going to get rid of the sodas. You're going to get rid of the alcohol. You're going to get rid of the high fructose corn syrup drinks, and start nurturing yourself with greens, with natural foods, with water, because that is also going to help you balance your hormones, so that you're not in fight, flight, and freeze, so that you can relax the mind and get into your creative energy. Maybe bring out a journal, start journaling your thoughts, feelings, triggers, desires in your journal, and start practicing um being hopeful again, because right now it's like you're very skeptical. And so I want you to practice getting into your creative mind, because being joyful is of God, it's of light. Being sad is the dark energy. And that's what you're fighting. You're fighting your spirituality. You may have confused it with religion. Religion for me, once made me believe that being submissive was the holy thing to do. And actually, no, your man does not want a doormat. As much as he does want a doormat to fetch him every little thing, no, his subconscious doesn't want that for you either. And so I want you to become daring. You are, I feel like you're already in this like sexy energy of yourself, but getting back to stimulating a playful um energy about yourself. So this is a twin flame who has separated. The woman, the divine feminine is alone right now, feeling confident, doing some self-healing. um she feels beautiful, but yet there's this self-worth is, she almost feels like you're not ready to come out and express your creativity or your creative ideas. And so right now you're kind of like, I'm good, I don't need that, and you've kind of like blocked yourself. And so this is a message for you to come back, take your power back. Let's heal that broken heart. How we are going to heal this broken heart? We're going to heal this broken heart through forgiveness, by forgiving yourself first, and then looking and taking life and looking at life, not taking it personal, but looking at it as if you are like with the bird's eye view and you're watching everything, not personalizing the the situation that you used to maybe like fight or whatever, or even block or personalize it. It's not personal, but this is a message for you to tap into what is that trigger. What does that say about you? Why do you feel that way? And let's start building up that self-esteem. I guarantee you this. I am a twin flame, married. How many years now? 7 years, but been with him for like 13, I believe. Um, and we were in a, when we got together, we fell in love really fast. And then we were just broken souls. We're all like broken souls here. And very quickly after that, um, the honeymoon stage became like very toxic, because there was like insecurities that led us to do things that weren't in alignment of our dream goals for love. But those triggers had to happen in order to start self-healing from the inside, so that we can break free from those generational curses that no longer serves us. And that's, again, that you're here as a twin flame for, you're being called for a higher purpose. It's not just, yeah, I've had a perfect marriage before my twin flame, happily ever after. He was an older man, took care of me financially, got a house, did, had the blue house with the picket fence. Well, we didn't have a picket fence, but it was almost with a picket fence, with the, uh really nice area, and a park right in front, and had my baby, and it was like happily ever after. But then something more needed. I fell into a depression. I fell into anxiety. I fell into boredom, drinking a lot of alcohol. So my mental health took a spiral. And so maybe you may feeling like your mental health is spiraling down, and you feel confused, and you're feeling like, what do I need? Um, you're in this period of healing, and so you've blocked out your divine masculine, due to cheating or infidelity, or just, bringing there's a third person, a third party that has mingled into this relationship. But this was supposed to happen to trigger you to start healing those inner wounds. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if this is making sense to you. This call, I'm actually feeling, I'm gonna pull out a card from an indigo angel card, because you are not alone on this journey. And you are being actually called for a higher purpose to help, again, break generational curses, break free from habits that no longer serve you, to serve a higher good, not just for yourself, where you're feeling empowered, creative, confident, and ready and able and ready to speak out and give out to your community, starting with you and your family, and then, you know, then it starts spreading out. And so we're here to shift the energies from a negative to a positive by realigning ourselves back to who is God. Because you may be questioning God right now. So what is a message for my viewers, Spirit? So you want to break free from these toxic behaviors that actually repels your partner. Message for my viewer. And so you may feel like, in order for me to heal, something drastic has to change, or maybe I have to move, or I have to go through some intense treatment, or he has to go through some kind of intense treatment. Or I'm here to tell you that you can heal and grow and thrive physically, emotionally, financially, um, and spiritually, all in the same house that you're living in the same um, four walls, in the same room that you're sitting in right now in the moment. You can fast forward a time to, like, we could fast forward 3, 4, 5, 6 years and find yourself still sitting in that same position, but now with your divine masculine coming home and saying, baby, I'm here, already married with this person, in union, happy, he's not toxic. All of a sudden you're cashing in thousands of dollars, and you haven't gone to school, you're just still sitting in the same room. You haven't done anything extremely drastic except for working on your subconscious, like 1111, make a wish. Or maybe if you're starting to see like a lot of repetitive numbers, that's your angels calling on you to reminding you to pay attention of your thoughts, because of your thoughts, your subconscious is how you react. So let's play this out. How does this look like, okay, let's say my husband, not let's just say, like, my husband has cheated on me before, right? And that leaves a lot of resentment, a lot of fear-based energies. Again, anxious, angry, feeling ashamed, depressed, miserable, and and so if I have that in my subconscious, when he comes home, what is the attitude I'm gonna most likely have if I'm not healed? Like, you owe me. Who are you with? Let me see your phone. Grabbing the phone, not respecting, not trusting, and that's going to repel your partner to go away so you can have some time alone, so that you can build yourself up. So I had to forgive my partner, forgive my husband for cheating, and understand that he's as broken just as I am broken. And I asked him for forgiveness. I'm sorry, you know what? I was putting all of my responsibilities on you, putting too much stress on you, because when I got married, I thought that being submissive was a holy and right thing to do, righteousness. No, it's not. And instead of sitting and waiting for your divine masculine to make you happy, to take you to the gym, to go to eat with you, to go out and to have fun, and to be you may have separated from your friends, your family, your self-care, your education, and just been like, oh, I gotta attend to you, you're my all, you're my everything, everything's for you. Yeah, it's good for a point, until it's good for a minute, but and then they don't like that, and you're gonna repel them so that you can heal, so that you can explore yourself and say, okay, who am I? Why did I come into this world? Why does life exist? You know, if I have all these options and the one person that I want is not available, what's the point? And so this is an opportunity for you to explore your hidden truth. This card asks you to experiment with your approach to the situation you're inquiring about. Yes, going back. Thank you for reminding me of that. Thank you. So what's your approach? If you've been cheated on, and it's okay to forgive and let that and continue a relationship with that person. But then your friends and your family, oh, he cheated on you, oh, blah 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 blah. That's how you go from the 3D version into a 5D version. We're no longer personalizing. You're saying, you know what, he cheated on me because he has insecurities and self-doubt, just like I have insecurity and self-doubt about myself. And so once you begin to be that trailblazer and start finding self-love, the self-confidence, and start practicing being uh, truthful and faithful, no matter if you have been victimized. Because at first, when he was out going out, I felt victimized. Oh, F you, I'll show you. Girlfriend, hey, come get me. Let's go get drunk. Let's go to the club. Let's go do this. Let's be toxic. Oh, look at those dudes. Oh, let's make them jealous. Let's take pictures. Let's go. You know, and those actions were not in alignment for my goal to be married with him, to be in union with him, to be to have a faithful, trusting, loving relationship with that one person. Because you can have anybody, you're beautiful, you're sexy, you know, you make money, you have all these options, but your heart just belongs to this one person, and this one person is the only person who triggers you. Any other person, you would have been like, bye Felicia, you know, not even caring. And so that's when the real challenge comes and the real healing comes, is when you start paying attention how you're reacting. So even though he cheated on me, I had to come to terms with that this was for a higher purpose. And I had to start reacting differently. Instead of feeling victimized, because when you feel victimized, you're going to do something that's illegal or immoral, like, oh, call up my girls, let's go get drunk, I'll show you. And those actions go against your true desires for a soulmate love. So once you start, and I had to, and he was toxic. He was on drugs. He was on that white powder. He would come home. He was making money. I was home. I wasn't working. I was dependent of him, and I was in a new state. I didn't have a car, and so I just sat there and I thought, I'm gonna be a good wife and be submissive and cook and clean, and I became frumpy, and I was just, and then he was gone for hours and hours, and I was just like sitting there waiting for him to come. And then he would come and take a shower and get on his motorcycle and go out with his friends and go do who knows what. And I was resentful, I was angry, I was mad, I was hurt, I felt like a victim. And I was like, I'm gonna show you. Until I got enough courage to walk out my house and find new friends and start being toxic and start doing crazy things to call attention or to seek other love or seek something, until I realized, until God said, it's not him, it's you. Your actions are not in alignment for your true desires of love. And so I came to the point where instead of calling my girls and saying, let's go do this, my girls were calling me, nope, I'm good. Even though he was at the club, I don't know, I'm good. What can I do? I started to explore. What can I do? Where are my triggers? Oh, I'm mad because I don't have money. I'm here, I'm dependent of him. Well, how can I make money? And I started doing research. I used to have my own nail salon in a different state. When I got married, I moved to Florida with him, and it's like, then I didn't have my resources, my car, my job, my friends, you know, and so I was just dependent of him. But I thought that was the right thing to do as a married woman. That's what, in the eyes of God, I'm supposed to be submissive. You're not. That is toxic behavior. So then taking your power back then becomes another vicious cycle of the healing part. Because instead of going out and getting drunk and him coming home and us fighting and duking it out, girl, my house was horrible, like tore up, broken walls, broken doors. Been there, done that, got the souvenir for it. And I'm here to tell you that in those same house with the broken doors, with the broken walls, with the toxic husband, with the broken soul, I was able to flip that and become into union with my husband, where he came back to me like a magnet and was loving, was like, oh, gives me his phone, is trustworthy with, doesn't block the phone, is now spending time, money, attention on me. But all of this changed once I started once I became that trailblazer and making different and reacting and behaving in different ways, where I was no longer a victim, where I was um a survivor, a warrior. And I started taking my power back and saying, okay, I need to get my own job, I need to get my own money, I need to get a job. What do I need to do? And I started exploring and learning the lay of the land of the new state that I was in. So this card is asking you to experiment with your approach to the situation you are inquiring about. If you're no longer in a victim mentality, and he's coming home and you're like, who are you talking? Who are you with? Let me see your phone, and acting like all jealous and um depressed and miserable, um and then you switch that energy and pretend. A lot of it's gonna come in your head, pretending. At first, a lot is gonna feel like you're pretending, faking it until you're making it, until you actually make it you manifest it into reality. And so, no, I'm good. Instead of going out, I'm gonna get on my computer and I'm gonna start looking and researching and creating. I started journaling. Instead of drinking alcohol, I started drinking teas. That helped me relax my mind. And at first, that was very triggering to him, because he was like, who do you think you are? He came home all drugged, got my computer, broke my computer, because he saw me taking my power back. He saw me no longer emotionally in an emotional upheaval. And I was actually kind of secretly enjoying that. It was a way, a form I was able to take my power back, but also by doing that, like, all of a sudden he's paying attention to me. And then within the same home with all that toxicity, I stayed home. I didn't leave the house. With my computer, on YouTube, there's a lot of different videos that you can watch on how to better yourself, self-improvement, self-help, a lot of skills, how to use a computer, how to I ended up going doing an online class for integrative nutritional health. And then I got into my health kick, and all of a sudden I lost all that weight that I had gained from being stressed and depressed. And I, went from like a size 13 to a size back to my size, 7, 6 or 7. And then that started drawing him back in. But it's been, it took about three to 4 years of this, of me taking my power back and exploring. And slowly but surely, he began to follow suit. And during those 3 to 4 years, I was learning little skills. How do I do this? How do I use a computer? How do I use YouTube? How do I use Canva? How do I write a book? How do I um, get a certificate? How do I register for a business? And he was in his toxic days, in his toxic energies, doing his drugs and all that. And I registered for my business, and he lost his job. It's okay, baby. Don't worry. You know what? You should start doing this for yourself. Let me register your own business. And I started building his confidence, just as I have built my own self-confidence in the same house. Haven't moved, haven't done anything, just haven't paid big money to make these changes. But I started learning, taking even increments of 30 minutes a day to learn something new every day. And slowly but surely, all of a sudden, we are in union. He's drug free. I'm drug and alcohol free. He's all, we're eating healthy. We started two different businesses that all of a sudden boomed, and we're making hundreds of thousands of dollars together. We're in union. We have blocked all toxic energies from our from family members. Even his own mother, he had to block out. And now here I am teaching this. So I want you to pay attention to your powerful indigo energy, and I want your powerful indigo energy will work for you instead of against you if you shift your mood and your energy. So instead of being in the energy of being victimized and who are you, and distrust and doubt, and I because since he was at work, I had learned a new skill, or I had danced a new thing, or I did something courageous within my own little time while he was at work, that when he came home, maybe it was just went to the gym. When I first started going to the gym, that was a power struggle. Oh, who you going to the gym with, and all that toxic energy. And I had to build myself up. And now he's like 13 years later, for the first time in 13 years, this year he started going to the gym with me. It's beautiful. And you can have this shift too, but you have to shift that energy within yourself, instead of being dark in that dark energy, that devil energy, and go to your light, to your God, that's trust, love, faith, joyful. Shift your energy. You're gonna shift. You're gonna have pep in your step. All of a sudden, you're gonna be sexy. You're gonna be attractive. You're going to magnetize him to you. And those changes that you make, all of a sudden, I had to go through AODA. I had to do a lot of therapy. I went to jail. I had to do drastic. I had to go through drastic uh situations and recoveries and classes to get me where I'm at. And I thought that if he was worse off on drugs than I ever was, that he was gonna have to be like go into some kind of in like recovery house, what do you call it, like a, not like outpatient, but like an inpatient, be like, and I thought that he would have to do something very drastic like that in order for him to change. And no, it didn't. All of a sudden, he didn't have to take the same steps that I had to take to heal. But I had to be that trailblazer in healing myself, and all of a sudden he came in with this beautiful new healed energy. So this card asks you to be open-minded when thinking about your place in this world. If you feel guided to go in a certain direction in life, then give it a try. And remember that there's nothing wrong with changing your mind or the course of your life. Opinions change as knowledge broadens. Thank you, Spirit. What other message do you have for my viewer, Spirit? Send love. So again, forgiving and doing things with love, with compassion, um, understanding you guys are mirroring each other. And even though he may not seem like that he has no confidence, or that he's broken, or that he's even to me, it seemed like my husband was not like he didn't have any difficulties. He wasn't even being punished for the things that he was doing. And um just whatever you do things with love. Love is the most powerful vibrational energy in the universe, and this card asks you to remember that all energy is based in love. When something seems unfair, or when you feel that lost in a situation, it's important not to dwell upon the negativity, because that will attract more negativity. Fear and worry is another form of prayer. So if you feel like I don't have negative notions, I don't have, this is a tool that I used, that I've been using for over 10 years to really help me on my healing journey. This is called an Itovi. It takes about 1 minute. You scan it, it scans the frequencies of your body, your frequencies, your vibrations, and it'll come back with an essential oil that you need, that would benefit you. And each essential oil is associated with a physical alarm card and an emotional block. And so this was will teach you, where am I blocked? What is that emotion? What is that negativity? Because sometimes we feel like I'm not negative, I'm good, because we don't know anything but what we know, until you start opening yourself to explore other options and other ways, and practicing different ways of being. I think my husband's coming. So yeah, I'm going to close up this reading soon. And so that is a powerful tool that you can use on your journey to healing, to help you understand your emotions, your blocks. Hi, puppy. I'm gonna finish up here. I've been on for 55 minutes. And so you can understand where those blocks are coming from. Did you just hear that? I got the chills, girls. Like, this can be you. You can flip the script without moving or making drastic, but just paying attention to your thoughts, your emotions, your triggers. Get yourself an Itovi if you need to buy yourself an Itovi for this healing. This is how me understand chakras and energies and emotions and my blocks, and help me break through those generational patterns, practicing mindfulness. And so when something seems unfair, or you feel that lost in a situation, it's important not to dwell upon the negative, because that will attract more negative to you. As an indigo, you are a very powerful manifester, and the angels need you to replace feelings of anger, sadness, frustration with love. See the situations and the people in your life surrounded by the embrace pure and tender embrace of heaven, and you'll experience newfound happiness. So I hope that resonates with you. I hope that you are able to take the lesson for the day and be able to practice healing your broken heart through sending love, through practicing gratitude, and exploring where those triggers, where does it stem from? Is it money? Is it your finances? Is it your creativity? Is it, your sexuality? Is your self-confidence, your self-worth? Is it you're just, you have a broken heart? um resentment, and practicing healthier ways of reacting, so that your actions are in alignment with your dream, true desires and goals, for not just for love, because I've been able to obtain that. As you see, my husband came in when there's so much love now, but it's also brought in financial wealth. Like, for the before this, I was making about 10,000 a year just by myself, because I was going through this healing process. I could have went and got a job at McDonald's and made more money than that, but I decided to stay home to figure myself out, to figure emotions out, to figure out this healing process. Um, and now, not only did it bring me and my partner together and bring us financial wealth, we're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year now. um but now it's also now enabled me to give back to my community, to give back to you, to give back to other women, to uplift them and empower them. And now I do wellness retreats. I have my next woman work and wellness retreat in Dominican Republic, January 7th through the 11th. That's a 5-day all-inclusive retreats, where you come in and we my partner, Dr. Kim Whitmore, and I come together, and we bring a small group of women. We're looking for like 6 to 10 women to come together to Dominican Republic with us, to enjoy just a vacation, and being catered, and having all the inclusive like food and all that. But also we're going to get down and do some of the inner work. Where are these triggers? Where is it that you are in balance? Maybe you feel successful and you have the money, but in love you don't, you're not feeling so successful and you're having a lot of resentment. And so how can you come back refreshed and renewed, and start practicing different ways of acting, of reacting, of behaving, of speaking, so that your true goals for love and abundance are manifested into reality. So if you are interested, you could go to my website, vitalityvalueswellness.com, and just look at the information there. I do need to update my website for more information, but let me know in the comments if you are interested. And it is January 7th through the 11th. It's a women's work and wellness empowerment retreat. So I'm going to let you go. I hope that this helps you, and sending you much love. And yeah, just I will catch you hopefully next week, because right now I am doing the retreats, doing my business with my husband, and so right now I'm able to commit to at least one reading a week. And so sending you much love, ladies. Have a good night. Bye.